Okay, so today I'm going to show you the rear storage compartment drawer unit sleeping platform in the back of my Toyota 4Runner. And I built this better than anybody else does on YouTube. And I built it using a handsaw and a drill. Let's go check it out. Okay, so the first thing that everybody tells you to do is go down to Home Depot or Lowe's and get a big fat 8-foot by 4-foot sheet of 3/4 inch plywood. And that is not the way to do it. Check out how I built this. This is nothing but a box. And that side is with the drawer in, and it's exactly the same on both sides. This is just a box with a center divider that goes through the middle of it. What these sides and the center divider is made of is 1x10 white pine boards that I got at Home Depot. The bottom is a piece of 1/4 inch hardboard that I got from the dumpster at Lowe's. You just don't need 3/4 inch plywood. All the way in the back, it's kind of hard to see, all the way in the back, that is another piece of 1x10 white pine board across the whole back. So what I did is I started at the bottom. I attached the sides and the back and the other side. Then I put the center divider in it. That's another 1x10 board. The top is made out of 1/2 inch CDX plywood. That's it. So all I did was cover it with some of this indoor-outdoor carpeting at Lowe's, and I got that as a remnant. If you go in there when they're kind of at the end of a roll, they'll make you a really good deal on some carpet remnant. And then, you know, I got that carpet for like $3 or $4. I decided to go with one side that's open so I could put bins and other, you know, like small items in there, and this side is just a drawer. Okay, we're going to get into the drawer later. And all I did was I just put a cover on it. It hinges down, and there's a little barrel bolt. You gotta push it up a little bit so it engages with the bottom, and that little barrel bolt is what keeps that closed. Okay, now this is the top of the sleeping pad. What I was able to do was use another couple of 1x10 boards, and all I did was trace a cardboard cutout until I got it where I wanted it. Then I traced it onto the piece of 1x10, cut it out, put the carpet on it, attached it with screws from the inside. Now I got little cubbies over there. That's just got a towel, but I could put water jugs or anything else. This is something that I was playing around with. This is just a cover that I made. Doesn't have to look great. All it has to do is work. There's another cubby, and there's my power port that I can plug my refrigerator in that you saw. All I do is just stick it right there because my mattress goes over this side. Okay, let me pull out the drawer and show you both sides open. Okay, here we are with the drawer out, and you can see it's just one 3-sided box with a divider in the middle. What these are is furniture sliders, okay? And I'll show you how I engage the drawer. The drawer just slides in and out on those furniture sliders. I didn't use those drawer sliders, you know, the metal ones that you got to pull out and everything. I thought that was way overkill. This is just a 3-sided box with an easy drawer system. Okay, so now let me take you in and show you the drawer. Okay, here's the drawer. Easy breezy, just measure it so you got about a 1/4 inch on either side for clearance. All I did was cut out the front of the box and make it the drawer facing, the drawer faces. So how do you pull it out? I just added a little pull handle, easy breezy, and the back of the tailgate sits about an inch away from this door handle when it's closed. So it kind of eliminates the drawer from coming open when you're driving. You can see in the back, what I did is I just added a little 3/4 inch spacer with some drawer sliders so it slides on the top or the underside of the top. And at the bottom, there's 4 more drawer slides that engage opposite of these 3 door slides. They go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the drawer. So the drawer sliders slide on the drawer, and the other drawer sliders slide on the bottom of this nice smooth 1/2 inch hardboard or 1/4 inch hardboard. And that's how the drawer slides in and out. Let me show you how I hook up the sleeping platform. Okay, before we get into that, the drawer slides really make this drawer slide easily. Listen to how it slides. It just slides and closes right up when you have to open it, and it stays open. Makes the drawer 100% removable. So if you have a lot of stuff in this drawer that you need to have over by your campsite or over by your fire, you can take this entire drawer out and just put it right back in. Now let's check out the sleeping platform. Okay, so it's important to know that this is my daily driver. Here's how my back seat looks. I have 100% use of my back seat for anything that I want to put back there, passengers in the front seat, and then there's our sleeping platform. And all we do to convert it is we just pull up the bottom, unclip the back seat. Now, you're going to see that. Let me show you what that does. Okay, this is what my sleeping pad rests on, and this rides right back here in the little space below the seat. What these are is picture hangers, these heavy-duty picture hangers, and I have a bottom attached here, and another bottom attached here, and I have the tops attached to each side of this piece of wood. And how we do this is we just hold it, and it clips right on there and makes a nice 1/2 inch lip for this top sleeping platform to go on. So let me extend this and show you how I do it. Okay, before I extend that sleeping platform, let me tell you what it's made of. The sleeping platform is made out of a junk piece of 1/2 inch OSB plywood that I literally found in the dumpster. I cut it to size and I lacquered the back of it, and I just covered it in the same nice gray carpeting material. This is totally independent, and what I do is I put little black pieces of tape where I want this to go, and this is angled very slightly. That's a support for the sleeping platform. Okay, so what I usually do is I pull the sleeping platform out, so and then it rests on that support. Let me show you that. Okay, like I said, sleeping platform comes out and it rests on the back of the back seat when it's flipped up, and the front side is on that board. So you pull it out to that support, rest it there, put it here. This is the support I just showed you. It goes under the middle. So all I do is I slide it under, get it into position, and let the sleeping platform rest. How I hold this in place is I move the front seat back against the sleeping platform. And now it's locked into place. Okay? Let me show you a side view of that. Okay, so the cool thing is you can see the head of the sleeping platform rests on the folded up back seat. The passenger seat, front passenger seat, is locked against it and it holds it into place. There's our support. You could put an elephant on that thing. And the cool thing is, I haven't even touched the other side of the back seat. You can use this for luggage, you can use it for storage. The cool thing is, you can also put this side up and then put the seat down, and now you have a huge storage space. This is just the back of the unit, and how I keep it from shifting is I just bought one of these 4-inch L brackets, and there's a trim piece in the 4Runners that goes right there, right across, and it's attached by these 2 bolts. So you just take the bolt out of each side, attach your L bracket, just screw it right into the box, cut a little bit of the L bracket because it was sticking way out here and it wouldn't fit. So I just cut it and I attached it to the existing holes with the existing screws. And it works perfect. This thing never moves. So what? You got a couple of little imperfections? Who cares? You're never going to see them. Here's the back of the box. You can clearly see how the board hung on the picture hangers supports the front of the sleeping platform. There's my brace. There's the head of the sleeping platform. And I can put whatever I want to here. I could put my power generators. I could put my refrigerator. I could put bins. I could build a little table. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. So that's just kind of how the sleeping platform goes together. Let's take another perspective. Okay, like I said, when this sucker is all fixed up and the mattress is on here, I've got plenty of room under here. Plenty of room. I got a full-size pillow. I could put a box over here, another platform. I could put my phone, I could put my tablet, I could watch movies at night. I generally put my 12-volt refrigerator right here, and I put my Harbor Freight 350-watt power station right here to power it. Just run the wire under and over to the other side and plug it in the power port. Or while you're traveling, or you just plug the refrigerator right in the power station. You guys saw that arrangement in the start of the video. So let's go out and talk about what we learned today. Okay, you guys, it's still 92 degrees. I'm sweating like a mother out here, but that's my back storage compartment slash sleeping platform, and that's how I'm going to transform the 4Runner into a nice, like, recreational vehicle that I can go camping cool places when it gets cooler in Florida. And you guys, I'm not kidding you. You don't have to start with an 8-foot by 4-foot sheet of 3/4 inch plywood. It's big, it's expensive, it's heavy, and it's difficult to work with. I used 1x10 white pine boards for the sides and the front of the box. I used 1/4 inch hardboard from the bottom of a pallet at Lowe's that they were going to throw away. I got it for free. I used a carpet remnant for that blue indoor-outdoor carpet, and I still got a bunch of it left over, and I caught them at the end of a roll and got a remnant for like $4 from Lowe's, and I still have a ton of it left. So you just don't have to start out with huge materials. And I cut everything. I even had to trim down the 1/2-inch CDX plywood, and I cut everything with this, a Craftsman 15-inch handsaw. That sucker is sharp, but as long as you take your time, do correct measurements, it'll cut just as good as a giant circular saw. So I hope you guys liked seeing just kind of a different cut on the rear storage platform, sleeping platform in a 4Runner. There's 100 different ways that you could do this. This is just an example of mine. So I hope you liked it. Once again, if you did like this video, please drop down, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up on this video. And if you have a 4Runner and you want to make a sleeping platform like this, just drop me an email or drop me a comment. I'll give you all the dimensions that I use. It works perfect, easy, very few cuts. So once again, showing you my rear 4Runner build up. This is Matt the Old FloridaBoy, and I will see you on the trail.